Twapia, there's a child today, fighting pain in every way. Little Issac, only 14 years, living life through silent tears. Though he cannot walk alone or speak the words inside his soul, still his heart can feel our care. Still he needs our love to share. Together we can change a life, bring hope into the darkest night. Stand with Issac, hear his cry, lift him up, don't pass him by. He will share food and medical care, show this family someone cares. Empower Ability leads the way, restoring hope today. Twapia ubumi, tulete isubilo mubusiku. Mother struggles every day, searching hard for food and pay. Grandmother beside her stands, holding hope with trembling hands. Sometimes hunger fills the room, sometimes pain replaces bloom. Yet they still believe somehow help can reach their family now. Together we can change a life, bring hope into the darkest night. Stand with Issac, hear his cry, lift him up, don't pass him by. All reviews he needs, physiotherapy and daily feeds. Empower Ability calls today, let compassion lead the way. Twapia ubumi, tulete isubilo mubusiku. Afwilisheni Issac, umfweni umusowa wakwe. Wimupitilila. Churches, friends and families too, this appeal is calling you. Every kwacha, every prayer shows this child that someone cares. From Zambia, let love arise, bring back hope into his eyes. Hand in hand we all can stand to heal one child across the land. Together we can change a life, beam hope into the darkest night. Food and shelter, love and care.
tinga kuliko abenga kwanisha kumwafulisha pamunumwana kwafulisha nchimwenga fwaya
apo wafulisha ningatemwa twafulisha ko timwe ningatemwa fyo wafulisha wena but my areas mwindishe kala pali uruche atakwata so twalibera mu affected ya kwasi na ngumwana kali ilingi alesangwa fi munganda taleba exposed balance ya Fatima twaenda konankwe ukumwinya nomba pale tule filwa kali nakula katika tule kwanisha kwati mbeka musendako makamake video kwa laba limbi ya makampeni nyoto kashire pitadali mwayama mulangisha amona ko badatirwa kwanisha kumwikatire yafye unless paliko karuche mamtwala koku mamuchitashani mule bakona pale mfako
yale mona kona
uche atapali tatwa kwata futi ngefina chandati upu sometimes fin ngala sang upu kali mwete chai kali pali pot so tsanga fumusha kufwala challenge tule kwata kutina temwa ngakuba chakwa
madaipa
mukwayo kwabako kwa madaipa
zabifya mwa mchinja maposa
kali kwere yakumwa sikuno name nchififile nawo limitauripo nokubapo wala sanga fyo mwana naye bifisha imina yuma no kumapupu do munganda mulenu kafe unishati ko health tayaba kwini mwana lete maferi mbitawa fyo kumwamya bwangu dala madaipa na yale kwaipa umilile na koshishine kali milile nawo milile alelia kubyalelia fimotalelia mumala so atisi kula faya kafya pati efeta tule chita tule kwanisha febene ashakwati
especially fya ko soft
mkwaya alelia
kwa digestion
tuma eggs shine na ngukushani tule inga kwanisha kali fwe tule kwanisha mbili ngimala sanga fati musalu fye every day yo alelia nepo mwakwanisha nepo tamule kwanisha she alebela mwafected
awe na tumfa so ne feto atisa be mukutita observe condition ya mwana kuinga ne feto tumini so ne feto ala report ku muntu emkwa tukaleta feedback
awo kwena kutina temwa sana kwati banga fulisha ko kale sometimes alebela mwafected ngefine emkwa tinatotela sana
emkwa ne feto ntu atotela sana
emkwa.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on the time that you're going to come across this video. My name is Blessings Tsanga, a clinical officer for Empower Ability Zambia, emergency response team. So I'm here to talk about the case that we have on the Copper Belt, which involves a boy aged 14 by the name of Issac Chipande. We had the chance to assess the boy yesterday. We assessed the boy, but before we could do that, we firstly talked to the guardians. Unfortunately, the father wasn't around, so we only talked to the grandmother and the mother. So, according to the information that we managed to gather, the child was diagnosed with cerebral palsy when he was 1 year 5 months in 2013. And from the time that he was diagnosed with cerebral palsy, he started developing other medical conditions. At the moment, he has 4 medical conditions that he's dealing with, which involved the same hydrocephalus that he was diagnosed with. He also developed malabsorption, he developed cerebral palsy, and also developed neuromuscular scoliosis. So I'm going to talk about these conditions one by one so that we understand what is going on. So in hydrocephalus, there is buildup of cerebrospinal fluid in the brain, causing pressure to the brain. But in his case, he was exempted and lucky enough to be put a shunt by the government at UTH in Lusaka, which is University Teaching Hospital. So according to the way we saw the child, there is a lot of improvement comparing to other children that we've seen suffering from the same condition but don't have a shunt. For him, on that part, he was helped by the government. But we are going to talk about these other conditions that were not tackled, were not seen because the mother stopped going to the hospital due to reasons that she lacked financial support. She lacked money to use for transport fare to and from the hospital. So as I said earlier on, the boy has hydrocephalus, which I'm just from talking about, and he has neuromuscular scoliosis. So in neuromuscular muscular scoliosis, the spine has curved. So in a general term, the spine curves either in an S form or a C form. So in this case, it has curved in an S form, and the boy is unable to sit because he has no support from the backbone. The backbone isn't working the way it's supposed to work. He's unable to sit unless he has been given some support. He's leaning against something. The other condition that he has is malabsorption. He doesn't eat every kind of food that is given. If he does that, if he is forced to do that, he develops vomiting and severe diarrhea. So he's so particular when it comes to food, and because of the living condition of the parents, they're unable to provide, meaning the day that they'll be eating food that he is unable to eat, he will stay hungry on that particular day until they're able to provide what is recommended of him to eat. The other condition that he developed was cerebral palsy. So we have different types of cerebral palsy, but I'm going to talk about this particular one that he has. Okay, the other type of cerebral I'm going to talk about another condition that he has, which is cerebral palsy, because he has 4 conditions, that I will say 5, that were seen. We were able to see, to say this person is suffering from this, because we went there to assess. And due to reasons that the mother hasn't taken the child back to the hospital, shows that there may be a lot of other conditions that the child has, but that have not been diagnosed because the mother hasn't gone to the hospital to have the child checked due to financial problems that she confirmed to say they are having. In cerebral palsy that he has one particular type of cerebral palsy, which is presenting with spastic symptoms. When I say spastic symptoms, I mean the stiffness and tightness of the muscles. So our boy has this type of cerebral palsy where his hands are stiff, he cannot stretch them, his legs are also stiff, he doesn't walk, he can't walk, he doesn't make any movement without support. So imagine a child having these 4 conditions that I've just mentioned, which is cerebral palsy, malabsorption, hydrocephalus, and neuromuscular scoliosis in one child. The last condition that I observed, which was so significant, was malnutrition. This child is so malnourished. He's so small compared to his age. Yes, he may be small due to reasons that he's sick. When you're sick, there are those when you're sick, you will not be as active as other people. But in this particular child, there is even that feeding problem, and as we know, absorption presents with unintentional weight loss, whereby you're just wasting. But in this child, if care is not taken, I don't know what will happen, because he is very small, he is very thin. You can literally see the bones of the child. He is so malnourished, and the family is unable to help the child because of their living condition. They are not working. If the mother doesn't do piecework, they don't have food at home, according to what she told us, of course. If she doesn't do piecework, they are unable to feed. So the best that I think can be given as help to them is providing a wheelchair for the child, because the mother is also complaining of having back pains due to reasons that the child is growing and he needs to be lifted every now and then. So the mother was kindly asking for assistance, that we provide, even if it's just a wheelchair for the child, easy mobility. Yeah, for easy mobility, the mother requested, she pleaded that we provide at least assistance because she's developed a lot of back pains. And mind you, the child is the second born. The mother has 4 kids in total. So she doesn't have time to be moving around with one child. At least she needs that assistance whereby she can move with one child on the back and the other child, who's our client, on the wheelchair. At least in that way, we can say we've done something. So that was my observation the time that we went that side. But I would really advise that we assist them because they need to seek medical attention from a hospital. The child needs a scan, and according to what she said, the scan was done in 2017. The first scan was done in the time that the child was 1 year 5 months. That was in 2013, and the other scan was done in 2017. Up till now, nothing has been done. The child hasn't gone to the hospital. They were transferred from there. They were referred from Lusaka to Ndola. They started going to Arthur Davison's children hospital, and they stopped going that side about a year ago due to the same reason of not having financial support for transportation, feeding, and everything. So according to what I observed, those were the things that were very significant to me. Thank you very much.